library cafe. And then of course you look at the old architecture here. They're all tablets here. All that.
Yeah, they will be
The best. Thank you. Alright, thank you.
Now we want to announce what would be a technological breakthrough for the Penang State government. Even though this is maybe a norm in Western countries. But it's a breakthrough for Penang State government that we are taking an initiative to establish the first library, the first digital library in Penang. I don't know whether it is in Malaysia, but we just stick to Penang. And this is part of the public-private partnership that the state government is not doing this alone. We are doing this together with our private partners. We are offering the building and of course some funds. But at the same time, we are also getting our partners to come in. E&O also funding, and Keysight Technology in terms of expertise, support, technological support, expertise, technological support, and of course the manpower requirements. Because it's not only the capital expenditure initially, but also the operating expenditure and also the supporting facilities, manpower, and also technological requirements that is needed to make the Penang Digital Library work. Now, what is the Penang Digital Library? Now, this is something that everybody is asking this question. Simplest answer is wait until it's open and you'll see. But basically, it's like getting access to a library not through traditional methods, not through books, but in a digital form. I think that will be the simplest explanation. And that's why I call it digital library. But at the same time, you will not only save space, but you will also have similar, if not greater, access to information through the World Wide Web, through the internet. And I think that is probably the future, because you want to be able to establish more of these buildings or more of these libraries where you don't need so much space, but yet you can have wide access to information. So I think that is my short explanation of what a digital library would be. And when I first saw the digital library, I said that Pinang government must have one for the public library. Because I saw it in Keysight, and that was only for its employees. I said we must have one for the public, and that's why I suggested and we took the initiative to have one. And that was, I think, a few years in the making.
Yes.
So we hope that by the end of this year, the public will be able to have access to the Penang Digital Library, and that is something that is a unique opportunity. As I said, this will be a proper digital library, manned by professionals, manned by experts, and I think it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for Penang, something that many in other states will not be able to enjoy. And right near the schools, right at our doorstep. And I think it's sometimes efforts at least that make us feel empowered, that we are making a difference. When I talk about making people empowered, it is not the people who benefit, but also the decision makers. You feel empowered because you're really making a difference. And I would like to congratulate all our partners here, because you are really empowering. You have made a difference. Thank you. Now let me go through my statement, a short one. The state government is pleased to announce Penang's first Penang Digital Library. Now this initiative is supported by the Penang State Government in collaboration with Keysight Technologies and E&O, as well as supported by Time. The 2.5 million ringgit digital library is located at the premises of the former Puspanita building located within the Pinang Preschool, and is a public-private partnership. Inspired by a similar initiative developed by Keysight Technologies for the Pinang Science Cafe, the Penang Digital Library is the next phase in the evolution of libraries. It aims to redesign how we access information and curate knowledge to channel this information to the people that needs it most, when they need it most too. We also aim to create an environment that will complement the more traditional methods of teaching and learning to elevate the educational experience to be on par with today's technological advances and landscape. This initiative is also a public-private partnership where the state government provides both the existing heritage building, and the building is heritage, category 2. We provide both the existing heritage building, a category 2 heritage building, as well as funds. And then the private sector also provide funds, but they also give something which the state doesn't possess: expertise, management, as well as manpower. Now we stress that we are not abandoning old libraries, but exploring new ones by using the latest technologies and inventions. It aims to do this by being, number one, a catalyst for the next phase of STEM development. If you see the papers, everybody is talking about STEM: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And the Pinang Digital Library is the next step in that development chain. You provide users structured access to information and knowledge via the over 3,000 specially curated e-books, e-magazines, and reference journals that will fan the spark of interest into a flame of knowledge. Number two, a space for creativity and innovation to flourish. An idea will only remain an idea without the know-how of putting it into action. You must make the ideas work. And the Pinang Digital Library aims to change this by leveraging various interactive, informative displays to push the freshest content on technological concepts and revolutions to users. Latest tools, gadgets, and features will be made available to instantly guide them to what they are searching for and to help them turn their ideas into reality. Finally, a platform to connect. Forgoing traditional concepts of cubicles, boxed-up learning spaces, and impersonal electronic devices, the Pinang Digital Library aims to break down interaction barriers and bring the human touch back into collaborations, driving more empathic connections through infrastructure designed to encourage face-to-face discussions, sharing sessions, and cross-discipline engagements. The Pinang Digital Library will be a nucleus for collaborators to get connected and stay connected. Now, the Pinang Digital Library is expected to be launched in August. It will be accessible to the public free of charge. We hope that the Pinang Digital Library will help Penangites to use technology to learn new information and knowledge. Learn new information and knowledge that can help communicate. Sorry, let's do that again. We hope that the Pinang Digital Library will help Penangites to use technology to learn new information and knowledge that can help communities to create, connect, and communicate. And these are the key words: to create, connect, and communicate. Now, this exciting development will also allow parents and their kids a peek into the future, a brave new world of acquiring knowledge and learning through the magic of technology. Thank you. Any questions?
Sam, the existing libraries are underutilized, and so because the question is, do Penangites or Malaysians read enough? So how are you going to make sure that this library will be utilized effectively, and then wouldn't be a waste of funds?
So the existing libraries uses traditional structures, uses traditional concepts, uses traditional management. Certain libraries are underutilized, we do not deny that. I think there's need for improvement. But it doesn't mean that you do not build more libraries. So we feel that we should not be focusing on traditional libraries, but should be trying to build new ones. And that's why we are building a digital library. It says space. The traditional library, because there are so many books which are heavy, you've got to have big space and also big staff to manage it. Here, I think we much more controlled. You save on space, you save on staff. But the problem is that you must get qualified staff, and that's sometimes not easy to find. Huh? Yeah, that's right. Librarian, digital librarian. So instead of becoming a librarian, you'll be a digital librarian. And it's something different. Because nowadays kids, when they look at books, you got an alternative to looking at books. So you are giving choice. You are giving the public choice. If you don't like the digital library, you want to hold a book in your hands, like me, I'm a traditionalist, like to hold a book in my hands, I go to the old library. But if there's a young person like you, Susan, you want to have a digital library because you are more used to apps and technology. So it's the difference between the old and the young. So myself, I'll probably go to traditional library, you go to digital library. So we give you all choice.
But CM, I hope it comes with the effort to encourage people to read, because if not, it will be also hopeless,
Yeah, it's the same argument that Mother Teresa made. Mother Teresa, she says that she'll continue to help those who are poor. But then she's criticized for not addressing the root causes of poverty. But does it mean that if you don't address the root causes of poverty, which may be oppressive government, corruption, theft and all that, does it mean you do not help the poor? So I think we should not miss the woods from the trees. Yes, we should be encouraging more people to read, but that doesn't mean we stop or we do not address the need that we should build a library, and why not a digital library which is cheaper, less space, but of course you need more qualified personnel. In the long run, I think it's almost the same.
So, but would this digital library end up result in the traditional ones being deserted and closed down?
No, I think it's just like the shopping concept. You want to achieve critical mass. You don't want a shop to stand alone. You want more shops to come in. So there's greater diversity, there's greater choice. When there's greater diversity and greater choice, more people will come in. So we hope to create a momentum of its own. Maybe people see the digital library not bad, they want, then they think of having another one. If not, we still give you the choice of convert old libraries into digital libraries. But we want to try this first as a pioneering effort. So yes, like what you say, Susan, the young don't read as much as we do. But that doesn't mean that we stop to build libraries. Any questions? Yes, Julie?
Just want to figure out how it works, the digital library compared to...
You only need to wait 3 more months only. August, isn't it? 3 months only. Just 3 months only, then you will know how. I already given you a very brief idea. But perhaps Jerry, please go ahead.
This is kind of a combination of a few, in the sense that if I need some books, I can have a device on my palm and I can search the books and read it. Number 2, there will be some information displayed on various locations. If you like it, a person like it, they can download the news or articles directly into the devices on the palm. So those information will be curated information, and it's unlike the traditional. You need to be specific. So that is what I can comment at the moment. Home or anywhere, back to the library.
So why do you need such a big building?
It's not a big building. It's only a heritage building only.
Can I ask?
Sure.
Do you guys will have audiobooks?
There will be yes, and we still working with the librarian, the public librarian to work out what is the right ratio of it.
But so the audiobooks can be listened there, or anyone who subscribes to it can actually listen it everywhere?
We're still working on the details. It's not a finalized plan.
the first one in Pinang. So one of the few, I don't know whether there's any in Malaysia. Well, we wouldn't know, so there's no model actually to compare with.
Right.
So we are actually the pioneer. Susan, there's no model to compare with, so we are basically a pioneer. But I'll definitely take a point that we need to encourage wider reading. Okay, something that is different, and I think it's quite exciting also. And using the magic of technology.
Goes a long way lah.
We're happy that you are happy about it. Okay, any other questions, Yuri? You want to do the presentation, huh? Okay, shall we begin?
So basically, as you have mentioned, this is an initiative by the state government together with ENO and Keysight Technologies, and Time is supporting us with their internet broadband services, which is 100 Mbps and for free for 2 years. The contribution by ENO is close to 1 million, and of course any additional, ENO has actually helped us a lot from the beginning, where they are the project manager, and they are going to supervise the work until end of June and until the CCC is obtained. The role of Keysight Technology is as advisor to the systems and the copyright of the licensing of the e-books, and we also working together with the Pinang Public Library Corporation. They are also going to assist us with the training for the librarians, and Keysight has started identifying and recommending the category of the e-books, and we are going to going on the purchasing of the e-books. So some of the titles are basically listed. We have on business, general fiction. We also have on science, nature, self-improvement. We are adding on with law and accountancy, as you have requested for AB. And we are looking at a membership structure of 2,000 membership after its initial launching. And then we will also come up with some minimal fees. Next. So, next. This is the public-private partnership concept, which Pinang State Government has. We have 1 million as our startup fund for this whole project, where the interior design and the e-book purchasing will be funded by the state. ENO with the 1 million for the refurbishment and renovations. Keysight for the platform and also the licensing, which is RM2.5 and of course Time.com with their minimum of 120,000 sponsorship for the internet services. Next, the schedule, we started it in 1st of April, is ongoing. The refurbishment work is already at 48%. We should complete by end of June. And the interior design work will be starting June and finishing in July. And we hope the official launching can take place in August. So the digital library operating hours is from Monday to Saturday. We have come up with this initial timing, which is 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And this is also to avoid the early hours of the school and also the evenings of the traffic jams. So we will just want to maintain it at 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And it's closed on Sunday, but on public holidays it will be open.
It has to be reviewed, because review this, because I'm not happy that Sunday is closed.
Okay.
Sunday should be open.
Alright.
And then the time should be longer, so that especially later at night, 8 p.m. is to be too early. 10 p.m. will be.
We're just afraid of the school's requirements.
10 p.m. is alright. People come all the way.
Alright.
10
Okay.
p.m. 8 p.m. will be too early.
Alright, we'll take
Okay,
that. 16 CCTV to be installed in the Pinang Digital Library, and we have the access card system. 3 librarians will be appointed by the state library, and then we will look at developing some training programs for them to become a digital librarian as requested by me. See, and the 2 additional gates are going to be built to allow those who are visiting the digital library so that they don't have to go into the school compound. There's separate access for them. Next. So these are the pictures, this location. Next. Next. This is the ongoing pictures of the building refurbishment works being done. Yes.
Next. This one. Okay, next. Go on.
Right, the interior works, which is
Interior
going to next. Next.
Next.
Right, this is the layout. Next. Okay, this is how it's going to look. It's going to be heritage building, but with modern facilities inside. That's what we are calling it, digital library with modern facilities. So this one we appointed Alcoa and Jayamas as a construction company to do the interior design, which is starting this month and finishing in July.
You got the jack of all trades.
It's very modern to attract young executive, young children to actually come and spend time on the afternoons and the evenings.
Okay. Sun ticket ready now. Okay, let us take this first.
Actually, it's not nice. You can send us some samples through the email because it would be better photos then.
But this one is nicer because
The young.
old one also like, don't say I also want to go lah. Okay. E&O for 1 million, which matched 1 million spent by the state government. And also, of course, key site for not only the 350,000 in terms of equipment, but also I think more important is expertise and manpower. And of course, they'll be happiness to run the digital library. So we want to ensure that it is done professionally, so that the problems that arise with our libraries will not happen at the Pinang digital library.
CM, how about banned books? The content? Will you be uploading?
Got banned books.
Yeah, ban in publication, but
Ban.
not
Oh.
digital.
Oh, banned in publication.
Ban.
Ban in
No, we will definitely
We
want
will
to,
curate the information. We are not pulling from every.
we are going to
We have
abide by
a
the law.
committee team to
But then, but we will still subscribe to the MSC, under the Multimedia Super Corridor 10 Bill of Guarantees, no internet censorship. We abide by the MSC that has been promised by the previous Prime Minister, Dr. Mahathir. The 10 Bills of Guarantees, which include no censorship. So we will uphold that. What is on the net lah? Okay. All right. Anything else? Any questions? So this will be an exciting time for libraries. Hopefully, usher in a new era of excitement for libraries in Pinang. Something for the kids, and that region is also a central location for schools. For schools.
For kids and the retirees.
Yes.
Old people like me lah. Okay, I know what you're saying. Old people like me. Okay, taken note of that.
Point taken.
Point taken. Taken note of that. Any questions on this? So I think this is the type of investments that we are putting in. Okay. No questions, huh?
So this 1 million from E&O is not a yearly thing, is it?
No, it's all
Yearly.
capex.
It's the renovation and refurbishment work.
Capex.
You will welcome
You don't threaten her, then she quickly leave. So 1 million also she not here already.
No, we love all buildings, like hotels, so it's our honor to upkeep the library.
So for us, we are coming out the other 1 million, but the rest of the capex, of course, we are getting key sites to help us out. Of course, we will be paying them for the operating expenditure. Because basically, it's a state effort. I don't think there's any problems there. They're only charging us at cost also. Okay, any other questions? But I cannot be sure. So I just say it's the next first one. And it's a proper digital library. It's not just one room. One room doesn't count. It is a complete building for digital library.